Ready. Play.
Wow. Okay. I think
he's
Musetti's gonna. Ah,
Yeah, he's retiring.
what a shame. But Alcaraz is. I mean, you have to feel for Musetti because obviously he started so well.
I mean, it doesn't even depend on the result. You gotta feel just because the the occasion is huge, and you never want to finish this way. So
Yeah. But I felt like, obviously if he wasn't injured, he would have had a chance to make this a competitive, exciting match to the end, and even if it finished in 4 sets. But
yeah, anticlimactic way. I mean, I don't know really what to say. Of course, biggest title is of course Alcaraz in the final once again after last year. 5th career Grand Slam final, 4 titles out of 4 so far. Both him and Jannik has never lost a Grand Slam final. So, for example, if they face each other, one of them will have a first time in their career. When did the injury occur? Actually, I gotta admit that I haven't seen the clear moment where it happened, but it seemed like muscular, if I got it, from what I could perceive. And yeah, Musetti just, let's say that it occurred, at least from what I've seen, it started really bothering Lorenzo at the end of the 3rd set.
You're right.
From what it was like, perceivable. And yeah, just he wasn't running anymore. So, I kind of agree with.
It maybe somewhere in the middle of the 3rd set, but then on that break at like 5-love, wasn't it, that he was getting treatment for it in the 3rd set, right? But yeah, it's obviously a shame, but these things happen, and Alcaraz is into another Roland Garros final, and well, that sort of works out nicely for him. He's not overworked. He didn't go to 5 sets. I mean, that could have been possible. And the final is, well, we'll see what happens. Obviously, Sinner and Djokovic still to play.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be that surprising if that was a long one. On the other hand, I could also see that was that Sinner could dominate, the matchup. So
I don't know. I still think, if the final is also with Roof, does it favor Carlos' opponent? Look, I think we do a lot of mental gymnastics about Roof closed, Roof open. Yeah. I mean,
maybe a bit, but yeah,
but in the end, I mean, I really struggled then at the end of the match, like taking that into account for the reason why a result has happened.
I think maybe his opponent needs that a little bit more, but from Carlos' point of view, I think it's still clay. It's still, he's he's still. I don't think it makes too much difference from his point of view. So yeah, I think it's not a massive factor, but I just don't really like it when the roof is closed in general, though. The atmosphere.
I mean, I like it because I know there's not going to be like, knowing
of course
nothing interferes with the match. But I mean, it's this is not meant to be indoors, so whatever happens. I just think when the players are this good, I don't know, it makes a little bit probably of a difference, but I actually didn't even know the forecast, so I think we are talking about it a little bit too early. But yeah, probably let's say a little bit. It's my definite answer.
Can we take much from this in terms of Alcaraz's performance going into the final? I can only really say like the first 2 sets were competitive, and obviously a banana skin for him because he maybe could have gone down like 2 sets down, but I think he managed to play pretty well when he had to, and he found a good level and took his opportunity that allowed him to take that second set. So I suppose that bodes well.
Yeah, I think I can definitely see him winning, but at the same time, I can see the eventual opponent to have his chances. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's still quite good performance, meaning that, you know, the second set, how he won it, he started playing really well at the end of the second set, and that was great because at the end, you know, for winning a match, you needed to play well in the important points. So this is definitely a good sign. Overall, even when he was not up in the score, I still think it's not that he was playing bad. If I gonna answer who's more difficult for Carlos, honestly, I still think that Jannik is more difficult. Even though Novak would be difficult as well. You know, Novak has won matches against Carlos lately, so we know about it. But, you know, I don't think that just saying the truth is counting Novak out. Nobody is counting him out, but, you know, at this stage of his career, he's a little bit underdog against both of these players.
Yeah, we have to take into account though as well, I suppose. Yeah, I think you would have to make Carlos the favourite against Djokovic if they were to play in the final. But of course, the last time they played at Roland Garros, it was Djokovic who won, right? At the Olympics. Only 2 sets, but you know, I think there's an element of motivation that allowed him to come through. He really wanted that one, and obviously, I think that's similar here now. And Djokovic is sort of at the end of his career. You know, every chance, if he's in a final, he's going to be so motivated. So we have to sort of, and he's a great champion for it because he knows how to play these big matches and so on. So, having said that, to get through Jannik and Carlos would be an insane, difficult path for him. So, yeah, I think Jannik and Carlos in the final seems most likely, and I think that's what we're going to get.
It's fine. It's been a good pleasure for me here with you talking about this match. Of course, I was hoping for a better ending, meaning, you know, with both players, you know, any of those players just winning the match point. But it is what it is. It's been a very, very good match for you know, the first 2 hours. So let's see now what happens next. You know, shocking news. One between Alcaraz, Djokovic, and Sinner will win this Grand Slam.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Who would have predicted?
So thank you. Thanks, everybody, for staying here. I don't know if you want to add anything.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. I mean, I guess, yeah, just a disappointment with the way it ended, but I think we got something to look forward to anyway with Carlos in the final. Yeah.
Absolutely. So thanks, everybody. Hit subscribe. And yeah, plenty of content to come. So see you soon.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.